Okay, so welcome to tonight's Zoom call, or whenever you're watching it. You might be watching it during the day, whatever. This is a recording, and all I want to do is spend probably no more than 10 minutes having a little run through the retreat. Who would come in the retreat? Who is going to be a coaches on the retreat? What we're actually going to do? What type of people would come along to the retreat, and what they would get out of it. So hopefully that kind of covers everything in a nutshell. And then there's a few people on live who will get the opportunity to do a wee bit of a Q&A, and we will get to meet Claire, Yoga Claire. Quite a few of you have met Bobby before. He just can't make the call tonight, but I'll do just a tiny wee bit of info on Bobby. So in a nutshell, the retreat is going to be up near Fort William. It's going to be a Friday the 7th until Sunday the 9th. We'll meet at Loch Lomond about 10:30 in the morning. We'll have a bit of fun. We'll maybe do what we did the last time, have a wee fire, and we'll have a dip. Everything's optional. People don't have to do the dip if they feel. Some people were late and they didn't go in, so it was very laid back. But that's how we're going to start the retreat and get to know people. And then we'll move on up to maybe the Green Welly, get some lunch. And if we feel like another dip on the way up, and weather permitting, we can do that. And then we'll actually go to the venue. It's got rooms of 2, and there's one room of 3 and a room of 4. So we'll sort all the rooms nearer the time. People can ideally share, maybe share with a friend they've brought, or share with someone new that they've met. And we'll get settled in at that point on the Friday, and at night we'll plan an activity. And I'm keeping the agenda relatively flexible, but there's a high chance that we'll go for whatever the people feel, because we want to keep it quite dynamic. Some journaling and definitely some breath work at the end of the night. And then people can stay up, have a cup of tea and a chat. And then the next morning, we'll start with breath work in the morning. We'll plan a walk that day. We might do a night dip at night, cross like we did the last time, get the ferry across. You can see the water there outside the bunkhouse. We can get a ferry across to a beach and have a dip. And that was a big success the last time. And there was people who were tired and they said, right, I'll skip this one. So there's a lot of flexibility on it. It's really about you relaxing and enjoying the experience. This little picture on the right was in Glencoe. The weather was lovely. It was okay. There was plenty of parking, and we had a second dip on the way up, and it really broke the journey up. And I think that was one of my favourite moments of the whole thing. So let's see what we got here. So who would actually come on the retreat? Who would benefit? The whole point of it is that if you're coming up, that you're going to get something from it. It's going to solve a problem in your life. And it's just going to help your life move on or overcome. So the things that the Wim Hof method, the breath work and the cold and the journaling, the yoga, the things that really help with is stress could be number one. Everybody's got stress. Some have got real high levels and have no tools for it, and some have got just no intermittent levels of stress. So we're going to give you tools for that, and you'll get to experience them there and then. You'll be so chilled out. Some people have anxiety, a lot of anxiety in their life, and these things are becoming more and more common. So coming on the retreat and learning these tools and just taking a step back from the busy life, your anxiety levels will drop dramatically, because it's this power of just nature, walking out next to rivers, being with friends. Breath work is amazingly powerful. The cold is amazingly powerful, okay? And everything's optional. Yoga will relax you, stretch you, exercise you. So everything kind of coincides, and the journaling as well really helps you process stuff in your mind. So people might come that are just taking a time out. They're just so busy and they've got zero time for themselves. Busy mums, busy dads, whatever. People that run businesses, and they're just not looking after themselves. So it's important to have a time out, and a high quality time out, where you're not just going and lying in a bed and drinking beers in a hotel somewhere. You're actually really nourishing your body and your mind. People sometimes come because they just breathe badly and they've not got great health. That's one of the big takeaways, is we can really look at your breathing mechanics, which is worth its weight in gold. Some people come because they've maybe had elements of grief in their life. Someone came on the last retreat who was in that situation, and they did a brilliant testimonial. The daughter had passed away within about a year before the retreat, and their friend recommended, do you know, this could just be good for you. I'm going, do you want to come with me? And it was just magic. They had a great time. They loved it. They flew up from England, and they loved the thought of Scotland and just being away from everything. And all they really had was the thought of getting into some cold water. And it was the breath work changed everything for them. It just allowed them such a respite and a refresh in their mind. So that could be a reason, or someone that might benefit from this type of thing. Improve your health. Number one indicator of how long you're going to live, lung capacity. So look at my jumper. I don't know if it will come across in this wee video there. Wim Hof says, get high on your own supply. So that's what we're going to try and do. People might become so curious. That was one of the reasons I came in to the Wim Hof method and started looking at retreats. I want to learn and I want to grow and I want the rest of my life to be better and fun. Fun will kind of engulf everything. So that's the type of people who go, do you know what? I kind of tick a few of those boxes. This could be good for me. Meet the coaches. Bobby, I'll just need to describe, obviously. He looks a bit like me. So people call me Bobby and people call Bobby Stewart. So don't worry if that happens to you. But I know Bobby. Bobby and me have been in the fitness industry for 21 years each. We did the same personal training course. He became a Wim Hof coach about 7 years ago, and he's been into this for a while. And I've followed him as I do with most things with Bobby. Follow him, and we've been helping people. We're now advanced Wim Hof coaches, Wim Hof instructors. And we've been out to Poland, we've been out to Pyrenees and worked with Wim's team to learn how to really immerse people into the breathwork techniques, how to do safe cold water exposure, which is really important. And then you can see in the right Claire. Claire's here. If you can see a yoga, Claire.
Green. So I'm Claire, so I'll be your yoga teacher and do some journaling and things like that with you. And I think the yoga is a really, really fantastic release for the body. Your body remembers whatever's going on mentally in the body is represented also physically. So we'll take some time to stretch out the body and move it in ways that you don't normally move it in so that we can really release off that stress, release off some of those emotions, some things that are maybe a little bit sort of buried deep down. We'll look to do that. And the other way that I'll work with you is through journaling. It's one of my favourite activities to do. It gives you the space when you slow your brain down enough just to write things down. We've got some great exercises to do that. It just gives you the space to think through your own thoughts. So, and it's a really lovely time of year because we're moving from winter into spring. So it's all about new growth and new opportunity. So lovely time of year to do a retreat.
You get me excited because it'd be nice to. Last time I did all the journaling ideas and guidance, so this time it'll be a bit of both. So when Claire's,
this time it'll be better.
It'll be better when Claire's guiding it. I'll be sitting down with my pen and paper. I can't get enough journaling, and I don't do enough. So the whole point of this retreat is you will be doing breath work. It's going to be on a plate for you. You'll be doing some cold water exposure if you feel right at the time. You'll be doing journaling, and it's doing this stuff and saying you're going to do this stuff when you're home is a lot harder. So the whole point of it is we can just immerse ourselves between the Friday and the Sunday. So that's the coaches. We're just literally going to work with natural tools. So I love this because this is, for me, it's like the opposite of pharmaceutical drugs. We have a massive ability to help ourselves and cure ourselves and heal ourselves and just be, as Wim Hof says, happy. And not enough of us are happy. Strong, not enough of us are strong. And healthy. Not enough of us are healthy. So happy, strong, healthy. That's certainly Wim Hof's philosophy. So when you can see just a couple of pictures there, that's the room we'll be in. So we'll do sort of journaling, yoga there. This is that picture of the dip again. And then we convert that room into a nice area for the breath work, which you can see in the picture on the right. So all really simple stuff. That's the whole point of it. That's for quite a lot of people ask about the accommodation. Somebody thought we were staying in tents. So, no. So it's a 5-star rated bunkhouse, shared accommodation. You can see the pictures there. Nice beds, nice kitchen. Most of the rooms are en suite, certainly in the bigger rooms. Ideally, it's alcohol free. I won't be drinking. I'm doing a year off. I'm on day 60. What am I on? The end of week 8 of no booze, and it's just been a great experience. The agenda will be flexible. Okay, so if we're doing walks, we'll look at the weather. If we're doing breath work, if we need to tweak stuff, we will do all of that at some point, and we'll do plenty of it. So, and if you're tired, we'll make sure everyone just gets a break and a time out and an extended dinner or lunch if they need it. So only real thing you need to know is that we're going to try and meet at Loch Lomond at 10:30 at Luss at Duck Bay on the Friday. So once you're there, just come with an open mind and chill out and relax. And we'll drive home. We'll leave about 10 or 11 on the Sunday. And the last time we drove home via Loch Lomond, and half the people said, right, I've got time, I'll do a wee dip on the way home. And other people just said, their busy lives were just calling them. So that's absolutely your choice. So, last wee bit, most people on this call have actually paid or they've done it. So it was a while ago. So the instalments are, it's getting less relevant because it's only 3 weeks away. But if people want to pay a wee deposit and grab one of the last 4 spaces, you can, and just pay £99, and that's you've got a space, and then just make a plan to pay the rest. Or quite a few people paid in full. They just went, I'll take that wee 10% discount, I'll pay in full. So that's pretty much it in terms of the retreat. What I'll do now is I'll stop this recording. So you want to say anything, Claire?
It was just about the walk.
The walk. What about the walk?
The walk at the weekend. The Shatner
Oh
walk.
yeah. If anybody does this in time,
I couldn't get it to go back a screen.
Hopefully you're not watching this video next week, because this Sunday, anybody that, if you're coming to the retreat or not coming to the retreat, we're going to meet at Shatler, and we're going to walk around the Green Bridge, which is about an hour and a half to walk around and just get to know each other. Some people are coming on this retreat on their own and they don't know people. That's fine. That happened the last time, and we just bonded immediately. As soon as you jump into Loch Lomond, you love everybody because you're all helping each other back out. But we're going to do a wee walk around the park. If people can't make that at 9:30, they can meet us in the coffee shop at 11:30. Just say hello, because it means you're not have that awkward introduction on the first day. We'll kind of skip that. So that's pretty much everything I want to say, because I want to just end this recording so it's nice and short. And I know there's a few people on the call. We can have a wee catch up, and then you can all get on with your evening. So I'll stop the recording there, and I'll just finish it by saying I can't wait for the 7th, because I would go this retreat, right? It's super affordable. Some of the retreats we've looked at